What in the shit is good, America? Jericho Green here with you once again. And if you've been with my channel for a while, you know that sometimes I like to take a departure from the goings on in the media, the wall, the shutdown, the Shalosis, the Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare, all that nonsense. Take a little break from it, have a little story time. Maybe have a smile, a chuckle, and or a trip down memory lane. You know, we all have shared experiences, and one of them is siblings. That's right, I am the youngest. I have an older brother. He is about 4 years older than me, and like most older siblings growing up, he was a fill in the blanks class. That's right, a dick. My brother used to tease me until I cried. He would, you know, beat me up, all that kind of shit, sit on my chest and let the spit drip out of his mouth and suck it up at the last second. Sometimes it didn't work out the way it was planned. You know, pin me down and pin my arms down and hit me in my chest like that and shit. You know, just put his hand on my face, I'm not touching you, all that classic shit. Now, older brothers, of course, are more violent, but older sisters, they're a motherfucker too. They'll get you on the psychological level. I got a buddy named Jim G, you know who you are, who has 5 older sisters, and they used to play some pretty fucked up tricks on him. If I remember correctly, told me one time his parents left his sisters in charge, and he didn't know that they snuck one of their friends in the house, so they told him, well, we're gonna leave, go to the store, wherever, we'll be back. So he thought he was home by himself. Well, their friend was upstairs stomping around, opening and closing doors and shit, and he's downstairs losing his mind, damn near pissing himself, thinking there's a monster or an intruder in the house. But this time, this particular story is about the time that I shot my brother in the face with a BB gun. Now, this is one of the rare times where I actually got my brother back. It sounds a little extreme on the payback, but just wait. So, fellas, ladies, I doubt you did this, but guys, from when you're a child, especially with siblings, even to like your early 20s when you're hanging out with your boys, if you're about to go somewhere, what does every guy call? That's right, shotgun. Every dude wants to sit shotgun if you're not driving. And shotgun means, you know, sitting in the front passenger seat. Everybody else got to sit in the back. And the worst seat is when you got to sit bitch in the middle and there's 2 people on the opposite side. That's the worst seat in the car. But every dude wants to call shotgun first. So this particular time, my dad, my brother, and I were going somewhere in my dad's 65 Riviera. That is one of my dream cars. When I grow up, if I make it big, I will have a 1965 Buick Riviera with the hideaway lights, just like the one in Roadhouse. My dad had one that was like an olive green, big ass engine, big back seat, like a damn couch. Remember, it had the Riviera R emblem in the back, in the middle of the back seat. Man, that car was a shit. It was like a boat. It took a minute to get up to speed, but once it did, man, you were just gliding down the highway. So we're about to go somewhere. And it must have been somewhere pretty fun because, like I said, we were in my dad's Riviera, not a work truck, which we were usually in because we were about to go make some sweat. But this time we were going somewhere, and the reason I don't remember where we were going is because I never made it. So we drive down the driveway, and at the bottom of the driveway, our driveway was like 1/10 of a mile long. It's pretty long. So we get to the bottom of the driveway, and my dad gets out of the car to check the mail. And my brother, on the way down the driveway, since he had to sit in the back seat, he was mad. So he was like poking me in the back of my head. I was about, 8 years old, 9 years old. So he was like 12 or 13. And so he's mad. He's poking me in the back of the head and shit. And I just gotten this BB gun for Christmas from my Uncle Charlie. R.I.P. Uncle Charlie. He got me this Daisy BB gun. It was a black handgun, the one where you pull the little handle down in the front, the back slide opens up, you drop a BB in there, you push the back in, the arm in the front goes back up, you're ready to go. So I had my little Daisy BB gun with me. That was back in, you know, late 80s, where you could carry a BB gun with you in the car as a little boy. Nobody had anything to say about it. So my brother's mad, he's poking me in the back of the head and shit, and he won't leave me alone. So my dad gets out of the car, and I turn around and tell my brother, if you touch me one more time, I'm gonna shoot you with my BB gun. So I turn back around. My brother's like, you ain't gonna do nothing. And he poked me in the back of my head one more time. So, you know, even at 8 or 9 years old, I was a man of my word. So I cocked the BB gun, put a BB in it, turned around, pointed at him, and shot him. Fortunately, the BB went right under his eye, right about here. So my brother grabs his face and starts screaming. My dad gets back in the car. He's like, what the hell's going on in here? And my brother just points at me and he goes, he shot me. My dad looked at me like, you little motherfucker. So like I said, my driveway was kind of long, had a little turn in it. That didn't slow my dad down. He looked over his shoulder like he was going to go reverse. He threw that Riviera reverse and said, whoa, up the driveway. I mean, whoa, perfectly. Right around the turn, straight up the driveway, back in the driveway in front of the garage. He gets out. Boom, slams the door, go gets my brother. My mom's a nurse, so he takes her to my mom. What's going on? He shot his brother. So my mom like puts her arm around, takes him in there. He got blood coming down his face. And so I go upstairs to prepare myself for the inevitable, for punishment. I get up in my room, our room. I think at that time me and my brother was still sharing a room. And so I get in my room and I'm just like, hands in, all sweaty. I'm like, this is it. I'm dead. My dad's gonna kill me. Sure enough, a couple seconds later, boom, 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 coming up the stairs. I don't know if the fear made it sound louder, but it sounded like my dad was skipping a step. Boom, boom, boom. He comes down the hallway, appears in my doorway, already has the belt in his hand, ready for customer service. So needless to say, my dad hooked my ass up with a few lashings across the hind parts, and that was it for my summer, you guys. Summer was shut down. I took my BB gun, no TV, no hanging out for the whole summer. I was on lockdown, 23-1. Solitary confinement. I can hear the kids outside running and playing. I can hear kids coming up to my driveway. Can George play? Nope, he's on restriction. That was back in the day. We called it restriction, not getting grounded. You're on restriction. So man, I couldn't do shit all summer. And as far as I know, unless my mom was in there doing like some Civil War shit where they take the slug out of you. I think the BB's still in my brother's face. I don't know. I have to ask him about it. But yeah, you know, of course, being an adult and a parent now, that's the fucking worst nightmare. I could have shot my brother's eye out. Could have been Christmas Story for real in the backseat of my dad's car. Because like I said, I got him right here. And it's not because I was a fucking marksman trying to hit him there. I just pointed the shit at him and shot. Luckily, it didn't go in his fucking eye and blind him. If I did do that, I probably would have been laid to rest. 1989, here lies young Jericho Green, made a fatal mistake, and he had a good time while he was here, had a good run, He loved the A-team, but he's gone now, so let's move on. But yeah, man, that's the story of the time that I shot my brother in the face with a damn BB gun. But you don't understand, I was under stress. I've been beaten and abused for years, and I finally had my Tina Turner moment, in the limousine, and what's love got to do with it when she goes upside Ike's head with that champagne bottle? I had enough. But anyway, y'all, I hope you enjoy this departure from the norm, and don't be worried. I'll be back. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please sub, hit that notification bell. PayPal link will be in the description box. Follow me on the Twitters @Green_Jericho. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.